Hello, everyone. This is Wilmer Pereira, and this is DS624 Quality Management. And the purpose of this video is to show you a real-life example of how can we calculate process capability, in this case, yield and the PMO in a real-life process. So the data that you see on this file is the data coming from one of the HR processes in some countries in Europe. So in specific countries, once a company has an employee, a new employee, the company needs to register the employee with the local authorities. And depending on the country, there is a number of documents that we need to submit on behalf of the employee. In some countries, how you see here on the table, is as little as 2. Italy, for example, and in others it's as high as 11. And then it's important, and I see a few typos, so apologies there. So Croatia, Croatia is like, my computer is not quite okay. So anyway, so here you have, in this case, we have countries, we will have number of hires. So Greece, there were 87 hire, Hungary 45, Croatia 98, Egypt 34, and so forth. And this is on a period of time, let's say a month. And then the number, the column C, shows the number of documents required by country. And you see that here, Greece, there are 3 documents required. Hungary, 5 documents required, and so forth, right? And then we see what happened, the number of employees unable to register. So in Greece, out of the 87 employees that had to send each 3 documents, 21 were unable to register because they were missing one or more of those documents. And that's how you read column D, right? So in Hungary, 3 employees out of the total number of 45 were unable to register. So, and then in column E, you have the total number of documents that were missing. So, for example, for Greece, there were 21 employees that were unable to register, and those employees, they have 33 documents missing. So the total number of documents missing for the 21 employees out of the 87 that started were missing 33 documents. So, and then in column F and G, we have the calculations for yield and the PMO. So if we click on in column in yield, and we click on the formula, we will see that the formula is 1 minus D2, and D2 in this case is defective. And for this example, defective will be an employee that is unable to register, regardless if it's missing 1 or more than 1 document. So if D2 divided by the total number of units, which is B2, which is the number of hires. So yield will be 1 minus the number of employees unable to register divided by the number of hires. And then, so I think that if we calculate that number for Greece is 76%, Hungary 93, and so forth. So yield, so the country that is faring the worst is Egypt with 38%. So yield, the higher is better. So we see Egypt 38. Now, if we look at the PMO, which is, it measures defects per million opportunity. So we click on the formula, we will see that defects per million opportunity is E2, which is the number of document missing. So if you look at the formula, you remember that in the numerator is defects. So defects in this example is equal to the number of documents missing. So in this case will be 33 divided by the number of opportunities per defect, which is the number of documents required by country, C2, times the number of units, which is the number of hires. which is B2. And all of that multiplied by 1 million. So if we do that calculation, we have that for Greece, the defect per million opportunity is 126,000. And then we calculate all the others, right? And seeing here that is, we have a little bit different. So we have that Egypt is no longer the worst country. Now the PMO higher is worse, more defects per million opportunities. So here we see that Belgium has 250,000 defects per million opportunities. So there is a bigger opportunity here to improve the quality in Belgium. They are missing substantially. They have a lot of more defects. So this is an example of how to apply the concept of defective and defect on a real life process. In this case, a defective is one employee that wasn't able to register because they were missing one or more documents, and the defects is the number of documents missing. Hopefully this is helpful for you. This is a real life example from one of our processes, and yeah, so let me know if you have any questions.